whoa, a little bit off balance, but that launch completely different. I felt so exaggerated, that was crazy. There's a golf tip that promises 57 yards with your driver. And this tip comes from a popular creator on YouTube. And I'll be honest, this tip has gone viral. All I'm thinking is, can this be true? And today, I'm gonna test this viral tip and see if it actually does work. I'll also tell you who this creator is during this video, and we're gonna give it a gold, silver, and bronze rating, so you know whether it's any good for your game. Now, it's all to do with this shoulder move on the way down. And he says, all the top players come through that golf ball with a lot more side bend at this point. Now, don't worry, that also sounds extremely complicated. I'm gonna break it down into 3 levels so you can bring it into your game, no matter if you are a beginner, an intermediate, or a super advanced player. It's fixing this move to start the downswing where the shoulders work a lot more level. Now, when this happens, and you do work your shoulders a lot more level, it's a super common move. It throws the club out this way. It means we're more likely to chop down on that golf ball. It also means we're more likely to swing out to in. And that for some people would look like that massive pull shot, and for others, I'm gonna say it very quietly, the little bit of a slice. We don't want this slice, we don't want this slice. Overall, it's fair to say it's a huge, weak shot to have. This is my version of making that move. Now we're aiming down towards the clubhouse here as our reference point. I think that's about as level as I can get those shoulders. Wow. Here is our club path, and that's showing us that we're swinging towards the left of target. We had an open face, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really hit down on it as much as I thought. It felt super awkward, and I definitely felt like I leant back. Now let's look at some key bits of this. Total, 245. You know, that's not bad. That should have been 57 yards more than that. We're talking pretty much over 300 yards. There's our club path. Ball speed, club head speed, pretty good smash factor. We must have had quite a bit of rollout. 213 carry. That's what we're dealing with. We're going to look at the carry number. So that one carried 213 yards in the wind. It was like a low fading bullet. Here's level 1. Really simple. You suggest placing some alignment sticks through here. Now, at each of these levels, I've added my own little spice and own little flavor, just so you can make it stick a little bit more in your golf swing. And remember, we're gonna see if we can add 57 yards. That's a huge, huge promise. Now, this is what we call chopsticks. Super simple. The idea is, on the way down, can we get the white alignment stick to be behind the black? Okay. When we work with our shoulders level, that would get the white alignment stick ahead of the black. Really play around with this feeling. Now at stage 1, this creator suggests feeling your turn, pause here, and then start down. Really looking to get this exaggerated move. And I would definitely do this 3 or 4 times. And I would definitely recommend recording yourself, because you're gonna feel like this is super, super strange, but in reality, it's pretty much what we want to see. Really feeling right now, you're gonna swing back, pause. You'll notice how my black alignment stick is turned roughly half my yellow. And on the way down, come here. Now I love this. But what I would want you to do is, in my opinion, not pause at the top. I'll tell you why. I feel then a lot of golfers, they lose that momentum in the golf swing. Like if we had a bucket of water that was heavy, we would move it at its best when we had a flow back and forth. So what I would love to feel here is, as we're swinging back, okay, as we're sort of getting our chest and this alignment stick to point to the ground, can we feel we start to send the weight in the opposite direction, and then we hit the stick. Now at this point, I'm not looking for speed. At this point, I'd rather you do a flowed motion that was slower, because that is so much more realistic. So much more realistic. So at level 1, for any golfer, this one, come on, this is great. Get into golf posture, back, and through. Back and through. This is the exact feeling we're looking for. Really just looking to get the black alignment stick to move ahead of my white. That feels so different. I need a little bit of this in my game. I think it's time to hit one away. I'm gonna have a few waggles just to... And what I'm imagining is an alignment stick through here, an alignment stick through here, and sort of my arms just attached to my body. That's what I'm feeling right now. And I guess that's what I want you to sort of try and access too. What do you feel when you do this? Whoa, a little bit off balance, but that launch completely different. I felt so exaggerated, that was crazy. Right, now remember, we were 213. 213. So 213, just so my maths is correct, plus 57 yards, it has to be over 270 carry, okay? I've only hit one shot. This is what we're dealing with after level 1. 253. So we are a little short of the mark, but that was a really good shot. Fair play. I really like the idea of those alignment sticks because it feels so exaggerated. And on that shot, I just felt like I was sending my right shoulder significantly more down than I was before. But I want to stress, from my expert opinion, I would definitely feel it with more flow. Just slow and get the flow as opposed to pause and then trying to generate the speed. Now, I need to explain why we have shifted making this move from 9 degrees left to in to out. This is what this means. 4.7 to the right. And this is so crucial. And if you're watching this video right now and you want a central hub of where all the most viral golf tips are broken down into bite-sized chunks, that's this channel. So do subscribe and turn on the bell. You know what, that shot there definitely deserves a subscribe. Let's grab a golf ball as a reference point and place this down here. What's happening? Now, as I illustrated at the start of this video, when your shoulders move level, this forces the club out. Now, I know so many of us have been searching for that shallowing move. That move to hit from the inside around 4 degrees, hit up on that golf ball and launch it way more. You saw actually an increase in club head speed with the same amount of effort to what it felt like. So when we feel this white alignment stick behind the left, like if I just show you this move now, I'm transferring my weight into my lead side and my right shoulder's working down. Now, I'm not even thinking about opening up my left side, but this action of this transfer and open all comes way more naturally. At level 2, the suggestion here is grab a golf club or alignment stick, place more out of your lead side just here. Now, the curator says feeling that we get here, and we're trying to feel as though we get a swoosh or move this left shoulder up and around as quick as we can. Because if you think about it logically, if we push our left shoulder up and around, what does this do to our right shoulder? It sends it down into that same position. Now, I actually really like this one, and I haven't got anything to critique this one because I really love the feeling of giving golfers a chance of moving quicker with quality. Quicker with quality actually means potentially we could get this 57 yards. That was ripped. That was a high draw. Fair play. Fair play. What are we dealing with? Okay, data, and this is why it's good. This is why that's good. I hate it when I test drills and you get it one time and it sort of eludes you the next. We're building on the same feeling in 2 different ways, one at a slow speed, one at a fast speed. This is the data of the club path. Again, we swung 4 point something to the right. The big one though is, what do we get distance-wise? 267 total. Remember, that's not what we're on about. We need 155 ball speed, 146 smash, 245 carry. It's still really good. And I want to stress, this is with a range ball. Now, this tip is from Giles Gill, and he does show the TrackMan data of how at one point it's low, and then he hits it 57 yards further. Right now, I need to hit one more, and there's a level 3 to go through. It's a brilliant tip. Remember, at the end, I'm going to give you the gold, silver, and bronze rating. I'm just struggling to see how anybody could add 57 yards, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we've got level 3 to go through. I love the tip. I love the tip. I just struggling to see the yardage. This is level 3. Now at this point, Giles suggests grabbing an alignment stick and drag it as close to the left foot as you can. What I suggest is, let's place a basket. Let's address the golf ball with the alignment stick. Now I know that distance on the ball may be slightly different than what you would have with driver, but that's not what I'm bothered about. Place a basket of balls in line with your left heel. I want you now to make what is a more realistic version. We're swinging up, we're getting that feeling of right shoulder down, and we're getting the alignment stick to hit the ground. All I want you to do now is drag that alignment stick close as you can to this trail foot. Also record yourself, because I mentioned this earlier. What feels super strange will look super normal, especially if you're a golfer that has been moving with those level shoulders to start the downswing. Up. Feel this right behind the left, through. I like that. And you can almost see, right, that what the lines I'm making on the floor are more in to out, as opposed to out to in. This is a gem. The only thing wrecking this reputation of giving it a gold right now has to be the distance factor. We need to hit one more shot. I really love this. I love the idea of improving the transition of how the shoulders work for so many golfers. That's why it's gone viral, right? But we have to see if it's worth 57 yards and worth a gold, silver or bronze rating. Now, I also want to say this. If you're looking for more distance, making sure you have the right golf ball is super important. Now, this is a golf ball that I have just changed to. You'll have seen for the last few years that I've been using a Vice Pro Plus. And I love the golf ball, but I actually went on the Vice website, I'm gonna say 6 weeks, 7 weeks ago now. And our swings change. I've been working super hard on my game, and I'm sure you have. And that means at some point, potentially the ball that you're using is gonna change. So I went through their ball fitting tool and it spat out the Vice Pro. Now, what I like about this one is it gives a slightly lower trajectory for greater distance and roll. I found the Pro Plus was just spinning a little bit too more. I also love the feedback around the greens. It feels soft, and I'm getting a few more yards with a golf ball that flies straighter for my swing. Every golf ball is great, but it's finding the one that's fine-tuned to you. So, nice and simple, if you want to try some Vice Golf, definitely hit up the website and use my link and code down here. You can get a 10% saving. And I want you to save some money if it's something you're going to try. 57 yards, this is it. I haven't got a better drive in my locker. I haven't. That felt like I wasn't stuck. Yes, I was a little bit off balance, but that was hit so well. 2.2 to the right, slightly closed face, and we hit down at 0.8. Just draw numbers. We swung it into out. We had a face close to our path, but not pointing left to target. Hence why that was an absolute bullet down the range. A 156 ball speed, a 1.47 smash, and a 106 clubhead speed. So we've gained miles an hour there. That was a really, really good hit. And I want to stress again, we are using range balls here, but we used range balls at the start. Okay, here we go. Oof. The moment of truth. It's a 250 carry. Like, that's a really good hit for me. So remember, to go from 213 and add 57 yards, that would equal 270. We've added, okay, using these drills, 37-ish yards. 37, which if you think about the grand scheme of things, that is absolutely crazy. So yes, this tip is brilliant, but is it realistic to get 57 yards? I just don't see that. What I think is awesome though is the information in this. So I am going to give this tip a silver rating because 57 yards just seems a little bit too high. Now I know we proved this in the video. I've just hit 3 drives with the same input. Yes, my speed has gradually gone up, but it's gone up because I'm moving better. 37 is unreal. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're testing the most viral tips on the internet.